Hello everyone, so this is third lecture. Topic is gradient of scalar field. So what is gradient? Gradient is a vector operation which operate on a scalar function to produce a vector whose magnitude is the maximum rate of change of function and which is pointed in the direction of that maximum rate of change. So let phi r be a scalar field where r vector is the position vector of the variable observation point A in space, and it is given as r vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, where x, y, z are coordinates of the observation point. Consider phi to be a function of three variables x, y, z and write it as phi x, y, z. Any change in the value of this scalar function corresponding to the displacement dr vector will depend on the direction of displacement, as the rate of change of scalar function may be different in different direction. It is well known from differential calculus that whenever there is a function of more than one variable, we can have partial derivative of that function with respect to one of the independent variable. If yz remain constant and x changes, curly phi upon में curly x is rate of change of phi along x direction. Similarly, xz constant, then curly phi upon में curly y is rate of change of phi along y direction. Similarly, if x and y remain constant, curly phi upon में curly z is the rate of change of phi along x direction. We can specify total change in phi in any direction, say in moving from A to a neighboring point B. From A to a neighboring point B, where displacement is dr vector, such that AB is equal to dr vector, and using first order Taylor approximation as d phi is equal to curly phi upon में curly x dx plus curly phi upon में curly y dy plus curly phi upon में curly z dz, where dx, dy, dz represent the change in the coordinate x, y, z respectively, so that dr vector is equal to dx I cap plus dy j cap plus dz k cap. It is evident that d phi can be written as the scalar product of vector using equation 1 and 2. d phi is equal to I cap curly phi upon में curly x plus j cap curly phi upon में curly y plus k cap curly phi upon में curly z dot product with I cap dx plus j cap dy plus k cap dz. So this operator is known as gradient of scalar field phi. So gradient phi is equal to I cap curly upon curly x plus j cap curly upon में curly y plus k cap curly upon में curly z phi, and this can be written as del operator or nebula operator, where del is equal to I cap curly upon में curly x plus j cap curly upon में curly y plus k cap curly upon में curly z. हम del के ऊपर वेक्टर लगाए या ना लगाए, इट इज ऑब्वियस, अगर क्योंकि ये वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है. इट इज ए डिफरेंशियल ऑपरेटर एंड इट इज प्रोनाउंस्ड एज del operator or nebula operator. Equation third can be written as d phi is equal to gradient of phi dot dr vector. Next is the physical significance of gradient of phi. If theta be the angle between the gradient of phi and displacement dr vector, then equation fourth, which can be written as d phi is equal to gradient of phi into में dr vector into में cos theta. Equation fourth, which is gradient of phi dot product with dr vector, which can be written as this, where d phi is the change in phi for a displacement dr vector, or the rate of change of scalar function phi with respect to distance in any direction. dr in the division of d phi, so d phi upon में dr is equal to magnitude of gradient of phi cos theta, which can be written as in the vector form. So d phi upon में dr is equal to gradient of phi dot product with n vector, where n vector is a unit vector along dr vector. If n vector is along gradient of phi, it means theta is equal to 0, cos theta is equal to 1, and d phi upon में dr is the maximum value. Thus, the gradient of phi lies in the direction along which the rate of change of phi is maximum. So maximum value of d phi upon में dr is equal to gradient of phi. If we move in a direction normal to a vector gradient of phi, then theta is equal to 90, cos theta is equal to 0, so d phi is equal to 0. In that case, there is no change in phi, or we can say that phi is equal to constant, which defines a level surface. Hence, gradient of phi is a vector normal to the level surface. In this case, phi is equal to constant. So next is importance of gradient of phi. There is 2 points which defines the importance of gradient of phi. First point, if a vector field A vector is represented as the gradient of some scalar function phi, so A is equal to del phi, then the value of line integral A vector between the point A and B, that is integration A से B A dot dr vector, is independent of the path joining A and B, but depends only on the value of scalar at the extremities A and B. A dot dr vector is equal to gradient of phi dot product with dr vector, because A is equal to gradient of phi is equal to d phi. So integration both sides, integration A से B A dot dr vector is equal to integration A to B d phi is equal to इंटीग्रेशन करेंगे डी फाई का तो फाई आ जाएगा, लिमिट्स ए से बी, लिमिट पुट करेंगे तो फाई बी माइनस फाई ए, वेयर फाई ए एंड फाई बी आर द वैल्यूज ऑफ द स्केलर फंक्शन फाई एट पॉइंट ए एंड बी रिस्पेक्टिवली. इट इज एविडेंट दैट फाई बी माइनस फाई ए इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ द पाथ ज्वाइनिंग ए एंड बी, बट डिपेंड्स ओनली ऑन द एंड पॉइंट्स ए एंड बी. Second point, the line integral of A vector is equal to gradient phi over a closed path is 0. Let us consider the points A and B in a vector field A and take two paths marked and 1 and 2. This is one path, this is two path. Second path, closed integral A dot dr vector is equal to integration A dot dr vector of first path plus A dot dr vector of second path. Then we put the endpoints value. So lower limit is A of first path and final value B of first path, plus lower limit of second path is B and final value of second path is A. So lower limit of first path is A and final value of first path is B, and lower value of second path is B and final value of second path is A. So the value of A vector is put in this equation. So A is equal to del phi dot dr vector, same limits, plus del phi dr B to A. As we use previous equation, which is d phi is equal to gradient of phi dot product with dr vector, so we use d phi in place of gradient of phi dot product with dr vector. So integration A to B d phi plus integration B to A d phi, इसको सोल्व करेंगे तो फाई बी माइनस फाई ए प्लस फाई ए माइनस फाई बी, दिस फोर वैल्यू कैंसल आउट, सो विच इज इक्वल टू 0. It shows that line integral of a vector field represented by the gradient of a scalar function over a closed path vanishes, and this is the second point. Above two properties are the properties of conservative field, and such a surface is called conservative. So vector field A, which can be represented as gradient of scalar, is called a scalar potential field or a lamellar vector field or conservative field. This is also called non-curl or irrotational field.